Hey guys, I'm Everett. Welcome back to the channel. Well, today's episode or video, this is part 2, if you will, of the installation of this quarter glass, side glass, what I call it. If you watched the first part, my son and I, we got the old glass out without breaking it. Got the old gasket cleaned out, and began the installation of the actual glass. Today, we're going to finish up the installation of the glass into the new rubber seal and the installation of this chrome locking strip. Like I mentioned at the end of the part 1, that proved to be a lot more tedious and time consuming than either my son or I anticipated. But hope you enjoy this part 2. And so let's get into it. I think we're slowly getting there. Again, this is the first time I've done something like this. I did install the back glass in my '69 Chevy truck, which required the old using a rope to slide in between the windshield and the gasket and what have you. But I thought this was going to be, although this hasn't been bad, I thought this was going to be a little simpler than what it's been so far.
Where you think you get the glass in the bottom and then
that's what I'm thinking.
Taking the
and as the instructions said, start in the bottom, come up the sides, and then as we start to
put the top in,
put the top in here.
I don't know. I think it still would look just as classy with
tape. Yeah, no, that's
now, I mean, you could upgrade to duct tape.
Well, no, not duct tape, maybe some Gorilla tape,
Sheet metal tape?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, some of that aluminum foil type.
You could say it's chrome.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I think we're ready to put some soap in the recess and start setting that glass.
Yep.
But I don't think we'll use the suction cup holders. I think we better just rely on our 2 brute hands. What do you think? Well, 4 brute hands.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me get my soapy water solution here. I'm using good Dawn dishwashing detergent, some of the best stuff ever created, in my opinion.
Watch it, you're getting it on the interior.
Yeah, well, I was trying to adjust the spray down there to where, although at this stage it actually might prove somewhat beneficial for the interior.
It's all right.
All right, front or back?
Well, let me remove the trip hazards.
Yeah. Safety first.
I'll do the front.
Okay.
It looks a little easier.
Well,
I'll give you the hard part.
Well, I don't know about all that, but that's the way we took it out. So, was it instructions generally say reinstallation is reverse of the removal? Yeah, I say let's start at your end up there. It is somewhat straighter How are we looking as far as going towards the front of the car? Are we about where it's going to be once it's in, or does it need to come to you? Or
I think it might need to come to me, but
I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and take that plastic trim piece. Yeah, they're on top, and go ahead and start seeing if you can slide that, and see if we can slide the glass forward a little more. Oh, it slid pretty good then.
Hang on. Making the turns kind of difficult.
Yeah. I'll tell you what. Let's hold the glass here for a second. Let me reach over here and I'll get my trim tool. Let me see what I can do back here. Tell you what, bring you the other one from here. Go back that way.
I think
you got it? Okay.
Yep. Well, it's getting closer.
Okay. I may be able to push more. I don't know. You just tell me if you want me to try to push more towards you, or just keep pressure, or.
All right. Give me a little bit more forward.
Okay, I got a little bit.
Ruining that nice wash job.
Yeah, I know.
Like I said, I think once we get it all in position.
I see it. Looks like the gasket's beginning to try to lip over.
All right. I think it's lipped over as much as it's going to.
For the time being.
Yep. You want?
Well, let me see what my end looks like now. That'd be good. Hit myself in the face, wouldn't it? What?
Hey, hang on.
All right.
You got it.
All right. Hand me that solution there again. Yeah. I don't know how effective that is right on the top, but give it a shot here. Yeah, can you reach inside there and pull push that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, excellent, excellent. Oh yeah. All right, let me get rid of this. All right.
I'm wearing my good pants.
Well, it's a good car. You should be wearing your good pants. Reach from the inside. No.
Oh.
Reach. I think that's doing it. I don't know about. Yeah, that's. Here, I think Chris and I may have come onto a system. We have definitely got the strip locked in place from here all the way up through here up to this point. After continuing to use our plastic trim tools to wiggle and wedge and bend, brought out the trusty heat gun. I'm going to continue here. Hopefully, now we're going to do this on film that it will continue to work. But what we've started doing is trying to concentrate heat just along this bottom with the top of the strip already locked in or embedded in the top part of the seal. So by warming this up, then taking the trim tool, so far from here to here is the way we've been doing that method, and it seems to be working and going fairly quickly, all things considered. So I'm going to fire it back up here a little bit, and then Chris will make sure that the top of the strip is in place. I've got my glove on here so I can get up against that piece of hot rubber seal. Makes forces the gasket, the seal on out against the body line of the car.
Actually,
I think it's going to bend all right.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, yeah. Of course, yeah, don't have it in the gasket yet, but I mean.
Well, let's watch your thumb there. Let me heat the gasket up a little bit.
Yeah, here, I'll.
All right, here we go. Oh, I think that heat might be what's causing that chrome. I'm old, can't see very well. Need all the light I can. At least I can see a little bit now. It's not necessarily maybe helping the cause, but at least I can see better now. I think ease up on it a little bit. What do you think? What do you think? A little heat on the strip itself?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so. I can't see. Is it still in on the back side?
Looks to be.
In there. And this section actually proved more time consuming than the big long horizontal section. We surmised that because of this short distance, there wasn't as much elasticity in the seal to lock that strip in. Then when we got down here to the bottom, although this is not nearly the angle that it is up here, it's a much sharper angle. And we probably fought this particular corner for 35, 40 minutes of a combination of heating the strip, heating the seal, putting the soapy water solution, and we finally got it locked in on both sides of the locking strip. Once we got into this long horizontal run, we didn't even have to heat this up. We were able to just keep the soapy water solution. Chris made sure that the bottom edge of the locking strip was in here. Again, me using this tool, I slipped it under the seal and flipped this seal down onto the locking strip and continued that all the way down here. Yeah, for this roughly 3-foot section, we probably did that in under 15 minutes would be my guess. Which brings us around here to where we began with this. So with that said, I'm going to leave the honors of putting the cap piece to my faithful assistant, my son Chris here. So there's not much of a lip on that little cap to secure it under the seal, but that's, gosh, if you recall at the beginning of the video when I pulled this cap out, no, there was not much securing it in the original molding. So there we go. So we're going to get set up here, and we'll be back in just a second. All right, guys, get about ready to get out of here. One thing I did want to mention, when I was cleaning this window, I had used a razor blade to scrape around the edges. I used a trusty brake clean again, like I mentioned, to get rid of any residue, and used glass cleaner, and I still had, I don't know, a film or what have you on the glass. I ended up using a generic clay bar on both the inside and outside of the glass, and buddy, I was really impressed with how much that cleaned it up, and I'm really pleased of the clarity of the glass. Uh, Chris and I have spent a total of probably 5 hours from start to finish putting this in. There, again, you trained professionals or more knowledgeable people can do that much less. Still have the other side to do. Unfortunately, my son here, Chris, this is the last day he's going to be in town, so I'm going to have to try to persuade some other people to give me a hand. We think maybe we can ought to be able to cut a couple of hours off of the next on the other side. So, hey, Chris, if you don't mind, appreciate your help. Enjoyed spending time with you and getting this baby in here. So,
Yeah, it was a good time.
Hey, again, like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.